Okay, when we talk about living in the now, what do we talk about when we talk about living in the now? A lot of people get confused and they're like, what do you mean by living in the now? So I'm going to explain to you exactly how to live in the now today. So when you live in the past, a lot of people that live in the past are depressed because you're constantly thinking about what happened, how it happened, when it happened. You're constantly thinking about what happened to me, or you might be thinking when I used to be like this, or when I did that, or when you're living in the past, you are living in depression. Okay, when you're living in the future and you're constantly in the future and you're constantly worrying about, oh my gosh, is this going to work out? Am I going to do this? Am I going to get that? How is that going to change? And you're trying to control the future too much, you end up in anxiety. Yeah, because you're anxious. You don't know what's going to happen, but you want this to happen, but you don't know because nobody knows the future, right? So if you're depressed, you're living in the past. And if you are feeling anxious, then you're living in the future. But what you have to do is living the now, because today is always going to be the future. I want you to understand this. Today is always going to be the future. So even if tomorrow is the future, when you get to tomorrow, it will still be today. For you, it will still be today. And next week, when you get to next week, it will be today when you get there on that day. So you will never get to a future. Yeah? You're never getting to the future. It's all in today. So what you have to think about is what you're changing today to bring in that future that you want. How are you bringing what you want into today? Because this is where you want to change. This is where it is. This is where you want to be. So instead of thinking the whole time, oh, well, when that happens, when I get my beautiful home, when I drive that beautiful car, when I pass my exams, when, and you're constantly living for the when, then you're not going to get that. Because that when needs to come to today. It needs to come into now. And that's how you will get it. But how do you do that? How do you move the future into the now? You start by making small steps and deciding what you want. Decide what you want your future to be. Think about it. Take some time out. Think a lot about what you actually want. What do you need? How do you want to show up? How do you want your life to change? And then what do you need to do? You need to embody that. You need to get that future into this reality, into the now. You need to stop worrying about the past because the past's already happened. That's gone. That's done with. And thinking about it isn't going to change anything because you can't go back to the past, no matter how you try. And you can't jump into the future, no matter how you try. But you can move your future into your now. And you can create whatever you want in your now. You are the designer of your life. You design what happens. And the only person stopping you from bringing that into your life, guess who that is? It's you. You can do this. You got this. You are more than capable. So stop holding yourself back and start creating in the now. I want you to comment below this video on what you're going to start creating for yourself today. Small, tiny steps. little steps up that mountain, and you will get there. But start today. Today is the right time to start. Because if you can do it tomorrow, then you can do it today. And if you can do it today, then you can do it right now. Yes, you can. So start today.